Okay, welcome to this little screencast telling you the basic functionality of Vittle, which is a screencasting app. So this is kind of the working page of Vittle. All your screencasts will be saved to this page. To add a new one, you just click New Project. You can also import a PDF and work off of that, but we're just going to click New Project here, and you can rename it whatever you want. So let's say Vittle introduction, and click on it to get to your working surface. Okay, so this is your screen that you work on. You have a couple, your toolbar is in the upper left hand corner here. You can draw, you can change the thickness of your pencil, and you can also change the opacity of the marker. And when you draw, you can also change the colors. So you have 4 different working colors up here, but you can change them from anything here on this color palette. So when you draw, you see something like this. If you change the thickness of your pencil, then it will get skinnier. There is, like Notability, an erase feature. Unlike Notability, it doesn't erase the whole line. It just erases segments of the line. If you're unhappy with changes that you make to your drawing, you can undo them by tapping on that right there. Also, just like Notability, you can select pieces and make them smaller, make them bigger, move them around from side to side. And a useful feature that is something additional that you can't do with Notability and just a screen share is there's a pointer. So if you have an image, you can point to places on the image so students know what you're talking about. Actually, I should use that when I'm talking about the different features up here. Right to the right of the pointer is an add button, and you can use that to add photos. So this will take you to, so you can either take a photo, add text, or add a saved photo. This will take you to your camera roll, and you can throw in any image that you want. There you go. This image can be resized, and if you double tap on it, you have some features here. You can cut or copy it or delete it altogether. If you didn't like that, you can undo it, and there it is again. In order to manipulate its size, you have to be in the select function. So if you're in the draw function and you try to move it around, it won't work. But if you hit select again, you can resize it and move it around. Okay, other basic things to tell you about. Okay, so you'll notice here when I zoom in and out, I get a little grayed out window down here. This is showing me there's actually more canvas here than you can see all at one time. So this is the most of the canvas that you can see, but you can also zoom way into the canvas and be all the way down like this, or move around your canvas so the canvas is bigger, and then this little grayed out portion right in the middle here will show you where on the canvas you are looking. You can also add more pages, so this button down here will add an additional page to your project. Okay, so those are all the kind of tools for writing on the screencast, but in order to record what you're doing, you have to hit record. So as soon as you hit that record button, it will give you a little clock so you can keep track of the time, and anything that you draw or do on the screen is going to be captured within the video. So if I give this guy a body here, that is now part of the video. If I pause the video and I add, oh gosh, I'm going to try to do a thumbs up over here. If I draw this on, this will, when I start the video again, this will show up for students as just kind of appearing out of nowhere. So before there was no hand, and then the hand just miraculously appears. So any addition that you make to the screen while the recording is paused will not be captured in the video. It will just show up when you start the video again. You can also stop the video, which will create a little clip in your video's management area, which we'll get to in a second. And pressing record again will now create another clip. So I think that's the basic features here. So then we'll stop this here and we'll go to View right here. So now, because we stopped and restarted the video, we created two clips, or two, they call them scenes here. And
record.
You can,
so as soon as you hit that record,
you can go through, you can watch your scenes and watch how things, so here we press stop, right? And then the hand just all appeared, done. And then scene 2
will,
the scenes are continuous, I guess, down here. But if you don't like certain things that you've done, if you created a scene that you don't want, you can delete it and go back to, if you close this out here, you can go back to your canvas and keep going. When you're happy, you can also delete scenes this way. So if you slide to the left on the screen, you can delete things. When you're happy with your project, the easiest way to distribute it is to save to your camera roll. That will, if you go to your photos, that will create a little video for you. So it's 28 seconds right here, my screencast. And then you can share this video with your students in whatever learning management system you are using. You can post them to Canvas or to Google Classroom. You could upload them to YouTube. There are many different ways to distribute the final product to your students. Okay, this is a brief tutorial on how to use Vittle. If you have more questions about higher level screencasting, feel free to reach out to any of us at the Academic Tech team, or in the Academic Tech team. Okay, that's all.
record. So as
I think I have to close out of this to stop the video. Yep. And